Multi-tenancy in Coralogix is made up of teams and organizations. One organization contains many teams. A team could be anything from a given component in your stack all the way up to just simply a collection of data that makes sense to hold together. They are organizational units that can be used to reflect how you work in your company in the Coralogix platform. The best way to manage your organization is through the Organization Administration console. You can reach it by clicking this link here. When you come to the console, first you'll see the Quota Manager, which we'll get onto in a moment. We'll begin with the My Teams section. In My Teams, you can view all of the teams that are both part of your organization and also the teams that your account has specific permissions with. This means that you can manage the permissions independently of the organization as well as within the organization, giving you fine-grained control. As part of the Managed Admin section, you can decide who is and isn't an administrator of the organization. This gives you complete control over who has access and who can make changes to your organization, allowing you to maintain operational oversight while still giving teams their own space within the Coralogix platform and creating a truly multi-tenant experience. Finally, the Quota Manager. Within the Quota Manager, you can view the allocated quota for each teams, the total quota for the entire organization, and how much each team is using. For example, I can see here the usage across the George B Lab team or the George Test team. I can see that the George Test team has been using an average of 0.04 of a quota of 3, so not even very much. If, for example, I see one team is using a lot and one team is using very little of their quota, I can move units between teams. This allows me to select, for example, the George Test team, and I wish to change it so it's got 1 unit, and I want to move the remaining 2 units over to the George B Lab team. This will enable me to shuffle my resources around. This is incredibly important because multi-tenanted environments with many teams tend to incrementally grow organically in cost as each team requests more and more resources. So what this can do is give you the oversight necessary to move resources around and make sure that every single unit in your quota is being used as efficiently as possible. Finally, if you want to make sure that there is at least one account that has complete access to everything, what you can do is you can assign the permissions to one account across many different teams. And in the Explore screen here, you can open up the Teams account and view all of the different teams that this account has access to. And subsequently, you can query all of the data in one place. This means that you can create an administration-style experience while still having segregated teams, so multi-tenancy plus complete operational oversight. As we say in Coralogix, we work the way you work, and so this functionality allows you to reflect your organizational dynamics and your preferred method of collaboration in the Coralogix platform exactly.